Have you ever stopped to think about what it actually costs to keep the modern internet running? We're talking about billions upon billions of dollars every single year just to maintain the servers and the infrastructure. Take Google, for example. They spend upwards of $2 billion annually to operate Gmail and Google Maps, yet they do not charge you a single cent to use them. Meta operates the exact same way. They pour massive amounts of capital into keeping Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp online. And again, they hand the services over to you for free. So why do they do that? Why do these massive corporations willingly hemorrhage money to provide everyday digital utilities at zero cost? It all comes down to the foundational rule of the digital economy. If a service is free, you are the product. Your data is what they are actually selling. This diagram illustrates how free platforms act as a vast surveillance net. Tools like Google Analytics track what you read and watch across almost every website, while Google Maps monitors exactly where you drive and how fast you get there. Let's say you get rear-ended on your way home from work, and you send a private email to your spouse through Gmail to let them know. The system immediately logs and categorizes that interaction as a vehicle damage event. Within hours, you will start seeing targeted advertisements across your devices for local auto body repair shops. If you view this as an individual consumer, that level of detailed behavioral tracking feels incredibly invasive. It borders on dystopian to realize how accurately these systems profile your private life. But while it feels creepy to the consumer, this exact same tracking mechanism is the absolute engine of modern commerce for those who know how to use it. We need to change our point of view. Let's step out of the shoes of the tracked consumer and look at this through the eyes of a local business owner. For a local agency or a digital marketer, this tracking data represents a highly lucrative strategic asset. It tells you exactly where your audience spends their time online. Usually, local businesses ignore this behavioral data entirely and focus all their marketing at the bottom of the funnel. The bottom of the funnel is the final stage of the buying process, where a customer has high intent and is actively searching to purchase a service right now. This animation shows the problem with that approach. By only targeting direct search queries like plumber near me, you force your business into a hyper-competitive, incredibly expensive bidding war with every other local provider in your city. To survive and actually lower your customer acquisition costs, you have to use behavioral data to step entirely outside of that crowded arena. This brings us to an alternative battleground. Platforms like YouTube exist primarily for two distinct reasons: education and entertainment. Consider a local plumber who needs new leads but cannot afford to keep fighting over those expensive bottom-of-the-funnel search ads. Instead of fighting that war, they can leverage the platform's tracking data to find users who are searching for highly specific do-it-yourself tutorials. They can target exact search queries like how to fix a leaky faucet or how to install a dishwasher. By understanding user behavior, the business intercepts their exact target demographic right at the inception of the problem, long before that homeowner ever types "plumber near me" into a search bar. The primary advantage of targeting this DIY crowd is the complete absence of your traditional business rivals. As you can see in this split screen, the plumber is no longer fighting against 5 other local companies for a single click. The reality of the competition has shifted. You are now competing against the homeowner's own willingness to complete the hard, messy work themselves. You position your business as immediate professional relief. You appear on their screen the exact second their DIY attempt fails or proves too complicated. By stepping outside the traditional ad funnel and targeting these specific behavioral moments, you secure a monopoly of attention for your business. The financial impact of this lateral strategy is clear. You radically lower your customer acquisition costs and boost your profit margins. The exchange of value for data is an entrenched system. These massive platforms are going to continue offering free services, and they will continue collecting behavioral data in return. As local businesses, we cannot change the digital norms established by these tech behemoths, but we can certainly learn to navigate them to our advantage. Stop wasting your capital in crowded, expensive search channels. Start tracking where your audience actually spends their time online. If you embrace the uncomfortable truth that the user is the product, you can transform the internet's invisible tracking currency into a precision tool for survival and growth.